Welcome to r/IDontWorkHereLady. Here are stories of random people accusing other customers of working at that store and demanding service. If you like this content, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you. Let's get it on. Story number 1. A weird encounter. Okay, so I'm not sure whether this is an entitled people or an I don't work here lady post. Probably a bit of both really. Happened yesterday as I was filling my ute pickup truck for the USA types at the service station. I had been out working my bees, so I was dirty, sweaty, and tired. I had an old stained t-shirt on, shorts and thongs, flip-flops. I in no way looked like I worked there. A young 20-something woman, hereafter Karen because, hey why not, pulls up to the other side of my fuel pump. She was dressed in sharp business style complete with the high heels and false nails. Karen, fill my tank when you are done there. As she starts to walk inside the store. Me, I don't work here lady. Karen, ugh, I don't care, just fill the damn car. And then she storms off inside with a clatter of high heels. I just shrug, finish filling my tank and head inside to pay. I have no fricks left to give these days. It might have been different if there had been some common courtesy used, a please or thank you, or a could you possibly help me, but brusque orders are the absolute best way to piss this old guy off. I head to the counter and see Karen is already waiting there to one side. Me, number 4 pump. Karen, and I'm on number 5. The guy behind the register looks surprised. Cashier, there is only the one sale for number 4 pump. Me, yep as I hand him my card. Karen, he filled my car too. Me, nope. Karen instantly goes from 0 to Uzi, red-faced and shouting because apparently I had defied her command. I told you to fill the freaking tank. Jesus Christ. Are you freaking stupid? And so on. Me, look biatch, I don't work here. I don't work for you. And I most certainly don't take orders from arrogant see you next Tuesdays. So get out there and pump your own freaking fuel. She ranted some more. I left. Too tired, don't care. So, I'm still trying to work out exactly what her problem was. I have never encountered this level of self-centered arrogance before. If anyone has any ideas, I would like to hear them. If the poor cashier is reading this, mate, I'm really sorry for leaving you with this psycho. I will come by next week and apologize in person. Here's the first comment. I would have paid and pumped her a gallon or 2 of diesel. She never specified what to fill her up with. How can I be to blame? I don't even work here. Here's the next comment. Pay at pump would have been great. You could have just ghosted her. She would have looked a fool standing there waiting for you. Here's the next comment. I had something like this happen once, except it was a guy and he demanded I clean his windows after I was done with that other car, which happened to be my own, with my kid inside, the windows of which I happened to be cleaning. Didn't get as crazy as yours, but I did say, yeah, sorry but no, I'm a customer too, which he replied to with a curt, well frick you asshole, and then he went inside. I think his reply was more out of embarrassment than entitlement. Story number 2. Karen gets me fired from my job that I don't have. Thanks, language barrier. I'm in my late teens. My dad works at a fancy makeup brand, selling really expensive makeup in a mall I frequent. One day after doing some shopping there, I figured instead of taking the train back home, I'd wait a few minutes until the end of his shift, then go home with him, saving my sweet train fare credit. I enter the shop, and he sits me down on a chair behind his counter, so I can wait for him, and he goes to the back. I'm sitting there alone on my phone. All the employees of her particular brand are in the back as it's not very busy. I'm fairly scrawny, about 5'3", wearing a graphic t-shirt, shorts and a pair of clumpy docks. The employees wear nice black shirts and grey trousers. I'm quite clearly not one of them, or so I thought. I put on my headphones, listen to some check my messages, blah blah blah, absolutely engrossed in my phone, when a lady taps me on my shoulder. I look up, surprised, and there she is. Karen, Chinese edition. If you're Chinese, you know this woman. Snobby, pearl-clad, and spends a lot of her husband's wealth on skincare products. You speak Chinese? She asks, rudely. I'm half Chinese and my Chinese is fairly basic. I can hold a conversation fine, but I certainly don't know how to discuss high-end makeup products. I'm confused by her question, but reply in Chinese. Yes, I can. Karen sighs and begins chattering about different products she wants and starts blurting different meaningless numbers at me. I, of course, have no clue what this mad woman is going on about and tell her something along the lines of, I don't understand. This isn't my workplace. Once again, my Chinese is crap. What do you mean? She barks, then continues on her spiel about different things. I very much do not understand. I don't like confrontation, so I just repeat I don't work here. To no avail. Susie, who works at a different counter and speaks Chinese, notices the drama and interrupts the woman. Of course, she doesn't work here. She's a kid. Normally, in this situation, an ordinary human being would apologize and seek out an actual employee. Unfortunately, as we all know, Karens aren't normal. She sneers at Susie, who is the sweetest person ever, and demands my manager, which was difficult for me to figure out, as it went something like, I want to talk to, word I don't know. What? I can't understand you. I want to talk to, word I don't know. Eventually Susie informs me she is asking for my manager and calls over Edna, the manager, who is a white woman who doesn't speak any Chinese. Awesome. Karen realizes Edna probably only speaks English, so communicates angrily through Susie. Susie translates something like, this woman thinks Mary Sunnyside's service was terrible because she doesn't speak any Chinese. Just to clarify, this was in North America. Edna is very confused, and the irony finally hits Karen, who starts looking uncomfortable. Edna asks Susie to give her some free samples from fancy makeup brand and send her on her way, which she does, and Edna leaves. Karen grumbles to Susie that I should have been fired, so Susie turns to me and, in Chinese, says Mary Sunnyside, you were a terrible worker. You're fired. I catch on quick as I adore this subreddit and adopt an "oh, man" attitude as I pick up my bag and leave the shop. I decided to take the train back after all. Ironically, I was hoping to get a job in the shop while in university, but I guess Susie firing me will make it difficult to be hired. Edit. A few people have pointed out this wasn't the best way to handle the situation, that is, leaving Karen feeling like she won, and I agree, it would have sucked if I did actually work there, but even so, funny story. Here's the first comment. Though it may sound funny, the problem with people doing this is that it just encourages the Karen involved and makes them think they have the power to get someone fired. It worked once, so she will just do the same behavior again. It's like never telling a child, no. Here's the next comment. I really don't think that her getting free products or telling you that you're fired will help anyone in this situation. Yeah, it might be funny to do so, but she definitely got the upper hand in this situation, or so she thinks. Here's the next comment. Hindsight is 20/20 as they say, so don't think about how you could have handled it differently. You did fine, and you're a good storyteller, which Karen will never be. Story number 3. I work in a grocery store, not a hardware store. Hello, anyone who reads this. I have quite the story to tell you all that I told my fiance earlier today. This happened about 2ish years ago, back in my old job working in a grocery store called Foodland. Legend, me equals me, K equals Karen, C equals cashier. One day after my shift from Foodland, I went to Canadian Tire for I think light bulbs. I believe this is when I got my smart light bulb, I don't remember. And was just kind of poking and prodding around the store looking at things all the while I'm in my Foodland uniform still. Now a quick note. Foodland shirts are black with red accents and are clearly labeled on the front with Foodland embroidered. Also, I had a name tag on still, with both my name and again Foodland printed on it. Canadian Tire shirts are either red with black accents or black with red accents, but both are also clearly labeled with Canadian Tire and the logo on it. So, while browsing, a lady walks up to me, and the following conversation happens. K, excuse me, could you help tell me where something is? Me, I don't work here, but I've been in here enough I might be able to help. What's up? K, what you mean you don't work here? You're wearing the uniform. Me. See, that's where you are mistaken, ma'am. This is where I proceed to turn and show her my shirt. Me. As you can see, I work at Foodland, not Canadian Tire, as it is clearly embroidered right here. I hold my hand just under the embroidery. The Karen just proceeded to stare at me before sputtering out this nonsense. "K, whatever, you work here now. Show me to what I'm looking for right now." Me, being dumbfounded, could only say, "Lady, for all things holy, I don't work here at Canadian Tire. I work in a grocery store." Grocery? This is not a grocery store, it's a hardware store. Get your facts straight. Now you lost my willingness to help you, so good day to you. K, but I said good day. At which point I walked away, trying not to laugh at my good day line. I'm bad for making myself laugh, and thought that was it. Nope. I get to check out, and I can hear the same lady hollering and screaming at customer service, and when I'm at the cashier all she said was, "See, oh god, who set this one off?" That's the third time this week. Me, that would be me who set her off. See, huh. But you don't work here, do you? Me, nope. I work at Foodland. See, oh great. Never seen the lady again. I wonder how she's doing, and if she ever learned the difference between a hardware store and a grocery store. Here's the first comment. Some people cannot handle reality. When you cause the reality shift for her, she had no clue how to proceed. Here's the next comment. Some people look only for a uniform and don't bother to check if it's the right uniform. There are soldiers, EMTs, doctors, and even police officers being biatched at by clueless Karens. All because they are wearing some kind of uniform or badge. Here's the next comment. You were too polite. If it was the US, you could have dropped 1 or 2 F-bombs. Lol. Thanks for listening.